truck's broken again. For a while now, it's well, it's not really broken, but it's been marking low oil pressure. Watch. Look, that's on a cold start. What is that, like not even 30 psi? And on the cold start before, it'd be like at 45, 50. And I even get like a low oil pressure message when I first turn on the truck. So what we're gonna do today is I have the oil pan gasket and I have a new pickup tube O-ring. I hear that sometimes the O-rings start deteriorating and it doesn't like suck up as much oil as it needs to, which is why it gives you low oil pressure. So we're gonna replace that today and hopefully that fixes it. On the I have a show we're going to on the 24th. It's a truck show in Sac and I want to take it, but if this doesn't fix it, I'm not going to take it because I don't want to risk blowing the motor with because of the low oil pressure. So let's hope this fixes it so I could take it over there. I just wanted to park it up so that way it's ready when I come back. I'm gonna go to the shop because all my tools are over there. So I'm gonna go pick up some tools and come back. I'm gonna work on it here. But I just wanted to park it up where it cooled down while I'm over there. I don't want to be working on it hella hot. And there's also a couple other things I gotta check. I think my upper control arms, I have the DJM drop kit and they be getting loose. And I think they're feeling a little loose again, so which ain't good. So we're hopping in the Civic now and we're gonna head over to the shop and get some tools. Butter. By the way, I do still have the swap for this. I'm gonna put it in. I just haven't had time for that right now and I don't really want to get into it, but I do want to get into it, but I just don't have the time right now pretty much. But I do have the whole turbo GSR setup ready for this. So hopefully y'all don't think just because I run it on a stock single cam that's all this got. I'm just doing that just to have fun. I haven't hit the track in hella long, so why not? So yeah, we're gonna head over to the shop right now and we'll be back in the also for the truck show on the 24th. I need new shocks in the rear, so I gotta put shocks in the rear. And I might hit up the guy that tuned the transmission, see if you can check it out, because the tune kind of is acting a little funny. And then if that's a possibility, maybe get if this pretty much fixes it, you know, if the oil pressure stuff fixes, I'm gonna see if he'll do a little, because he does street tunes on trucks or on LS stuff, and I'm gonna see if he'll do a little street tune on it. And for the Civic, like I said, it's not all I got, but I'm just having fun with it right now. Having fun with a little single cam. Back to the simple days. Turbo's fun and all. I'm gonna go turbo again. It's just a little bit more of a hassle, always having to deal with stuff. This all motor, well not all motor, the stock single cam, man, it's bulletproof damn near. So I'm gonna throw some little headers that I have at the house just because why not? And on the 25th, there's an event in Sac, another Hard Park event. So I'm gonna take it again and I'm gonna run it again and just see what the difference is, you know. Probably ain't gonna be much, I know, but just cause why not? You know, we all started off here in this foundation, those single cam Hondas, so why not? But yeah, I'll head to the shop now.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver
shop now. It's sitting kind of clean. I lowered it a bit, but I don't know. I'm not really liking it. They already cracked the fender right there. I don't want that to be gouging the tire. And I think it did the same thing on this side too. Not so bad. As you can see, it started cracking the paint. You know, you can see like where it's messing up the liner. So I might raise it up a bit. I don't know. I like how it sits, but I don't like having to struggle. But you need to get a rear lip on this. Type R spoiler. Should be looking clean. But alright, alright. Long way. Let's get alright, got all the tools now, hopefully. About to head to the store, get some oil and a filter. And then head back to the house and do that shit. Met up with Cruz and Danny over here at the shop. And we're about to go to the house after this. Just coming home. And to this sexy beast. The Tenko. Now got all the parts, got the oil, gaskets. Shout out to Danny, he got me the gaskets, and he's gonna start jacking up the truck now and get to it. Hopefully it fixes that problem so we can take it to the show. One side jacked up, this thing's leaning. Tucking. Alright, so I already drained the oil, and there was hella sludge in there, so that did not help with the low pressure. But after this, just start unbolting the oil pan. It's just all those bolts up there. And you're gonna have to undo this shield right here, this plastic shield. And there's some under there. Those are probably gonna be the hard ones to get, but once we get that out, it should be easy. Alright, so I got the oil pan all loose. Ignore the mess. I accidentally bumped the oil pan with the creeper, well, the drain pan. But the oil pan's all loose. I just gotta take off that cross member. Some 15s, I believe, 17s and 18s, and should be good to come out. Alright, so now clearly it's another day. I was working on it on Saturday, but I found out I have to take off the rack and pinion. At least just drop it a little, because the pan kind of hit, so it won't come all the way out. And I didn't have the right tool for it. It's 24. I have it at the shop, I just didn't have it here. And some of the team ended up pulling up anyways. We ended up barbecuing, chilling. So I just called it a day, and I'm gonna continue right now. Try to get it done today. I need this back on the road. But I'm gonna show you right now what I'm talking about. So like the pan's unbolted right there already. Well, you can see it. There's a gap right there. It's already unbolted, but it's hitting right there. So I'm gonna just unbolt these two, or maybe just one, maybe just this one, and lower it and see if it'll clear. I don't know if there is another way to do it. I've never done this before. It's my first time doing one of these, so if there is, comment and let me know. But I'm just doing it how I think it's supposed to be done. So yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I'll update you guys in a bit. Alright, so I got the oil pan off. I had to loosen up both of them for the rack. I kind of dropped it a little. But what I'm seeing is that there's hella like debris and like combustion and stuff. It's pretty nasty under here. And, I mean, I always did its oil changes on time and stuff, so I don't know. But I do drive this pretty hard. But in the pickup tube, it's pretty like clogged up. But I'll show you guys more right now that I take it off. You gotta take off this bolt, it's looking like. And then these two. I don't know what they are, 13s maybe? 13s and a 10? I don't know. Let me take that off and I'll show you guys right now, but I'm sure that's the problem, you know. So I got it out now. That's the O-ring right there that I'm gonna change. You can see that it's pretty worn out. So I have the new one. But there's a bunch of debris and like build up, and I see a little bit of metal shavings in there too, so that ain't too good. I'm gonna try to clean it up as much as possible and throw it back in and see what happens. See how long this should last me. I'm probably gonna run some seafoam through it, or maybe some transmission fluid after to clean up all the internals and stuff. That's dirty. Let's see what happens. Might be time for a 6.0 in here or something, but I don't know. But all right, I'm gonna put this back together and we'll see. All right, I got the pickup tube in there and cleaned it up as much as possible. Kind of sucks because I don't really have anything to clean it with, so like there's hella gunk in there and I don't really know what to clean it with right now. I don't really have anything, so I'm gonna just clean as much as I can with a towel and go for it. But I just want to show you guys this. So first, this is actually the old O-ring that was in there. It's pretty, like you can see the edges are like flat, so I put the new one in there. And then on this oil pan, the gasket, you gotta drill these out. So there's that one. I think there's one right there. There's one right there. And I think that might be it. So I'm gonna drill those out so I could put the new oil pan in. I took this off for no reason, but I'm gonna just put a new gasket on there and reseal it since I'm here now. But let me get to it. I got the oil pan in there, all buttoned up. I got the rack and pinion buttoned up. Sorry, I forgot. Rack and pinion, oil pan, and I'm about to put the oil filter and oil in there and test it out. We'll see what happens. Obviously, it had more than just that O-ring damage. There's all that gunk in there, so that wasn't helping for shit. But let's throw that oil in there and let's try it out. All right, we have it all topped off with oil now. Let's see if I could even get in there. Jack. We're gonna try to test it out. Let me just get in here real quick. Moment of truth. Let's start her up. I'm gonna keep an eye on this gauge and hopefully nothing blows up. It's a little better. Not too much, to be honest. But it did go up. It wouldn't even go up to 40 before. So might be better. So let me check outside and make sure there's no leaks. If it's all good, I'm gonna finish putting it all together and take it for a ride. Let me check it out though. Yeah, seems to be solid so far. So yeah, there's really no leaks actually. Nah, there isn't. But I did spill a little bit of oil on the header when I was putting the oil. So it's just smoking it off. So it's just that. But I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna finish putting it all together, clean up my mess, because there's a mess. The thing is that when I was doing it, it was hella windy, so like oil started spilling out everywhere, like when it was draining. So I'm gonna clean up my mess and I'm gonna take it for a ride. I'll keep you guys updated. Damn. Alright, so I got the truck all back together. It's on the floor. I'm kind of letting it warm up a little bit and I'm gonna take it for a drive, see how it does. The oil pressure is still like at a little under 40. I would like it to be higher, but who knows? Maybe it's just motor's already going and shit, you know, or the pump, who knows. But I'm taking it for a drive and see how it does. If it stays at least where it's at right now, we'll be fine. But if it starts dropping low again, then either the oil pump or I don't know. So let's go find out. So like I said, it's still not where I want it to be, but at least now, like when I'm driving, goes up a little, because before it wouldn't even touch 40. So it's looking better than it was. So I'm gonna drive it around a little bit, let it warm up, and see how it reacts. So this is what the idle is at. Y'all wanna see how slow this thing really is? Surprised me. That felt better than it usually does. That oil made a difference, I'm guessing. I don't know, but yeah, that's that's probably gonna be the end of it for this video. The idle PSI is like 25, no, it's like 30. And then as soon as I accelerate a little bit, it goes up to 40, if not past 40. And if I'm full throttle, it goes like 50, 60. So that's solid. But I still don't like that the idle is so low, the pressure. So I don't know if it's the pump going out or what exactly it is, you know. Motor has 140,000 miles now. I drive it like that pretty much every time I drive it. I get on it and stuff, so that's what the cars are for. But let's hope this thing holds on for a while longer, you know. Have some more fun with it. But it seems like the problem was sort of fixed, you know. Obviously there's a lot of gunk in there, so it wasn't just that O-ring that was throwing everything off. It was all that gunk. And I know the PVC valve was like clogged for a while. Like it was throwing out a bunch of smoke when I would start it up. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, you know, the exhaust gases and, well, not the exhaust gases, but the oil, like not even being able to go back out and like circulating through that valve. So who knows, that might be it. But I always do the oil changes and I've never ran into that. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video, and hopefully you guys were able to learn a little bit. If you guys ever have, like, if any of you guys have the same problem, that O-ring's a big issue on these. Don't go straight towards the pump, you know, the O-ring, they go out on these. So hopefully this video was helpful to somebody. And yeah, until next time. Once again, it's another day, but I just want to add this little clip in here before I finish the video off. I'm gonna run some seafoam through that. I know some people don't believe in it too much, but I've seen like the inside of motors after using this and it cleans it up. So I'm gonna run some through here and I'll show you guys how much it smokes up. Okay, so I threw half of it in the oil. Now I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna plug that vacuum line and I'm gonna throw the other half in there. Sometimes I'll do a third, and a third in the fuel system, but I'm gonna just do half and half. Try to record, but it's gonna be hard. So guys, it's not smoking too much. But now that I turned it off, when I turned it on, I felt the smoke came up. Just let it run for a little bit. I'll probably keep the seafoam in there for like a day or two, and then I'll do another oil change. Yeah, I'm seeing like a little cloud of smoke came out. But I heard running AMSOIL on these like LS based motors is good, so I'll probably run some AMSOIL next. But if it starts puking out more smoke, I'll show you guys. If not, it's pretty much gonna be it.